Gucci with the air signs. I hope you guys are doing litty. This can resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign if you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So let's get into the message. Take a resonates, leave a doesn't. You know the drill, gang. So from the cards I've pulled so far, what I'm getting for you guys is this message seems to be for somebody that finds themselves at a crossroads right now. Okay, I feel like life is dragging you or pushing you in one direction that you may not necessarily feel ready for. Okay, you may not necessarily feel like you are motivated enough for either. But it's happening regardless. Okay, there is a situation going on here with this could be a romantic situation that I'm picking up on, where you may be having some difficulties in your love life, okay, in your relationships, or you could be feeling like it's really time to move on from a particular person, okay? Even if it's not romantic, it could be platonic, but take what resonates, okay? So I'm getting that you are at this crossroads point, and it's kind of as if there's a bit of stuck energy. Like you may feel like you want to overthink at a time like this as well. But here's the thing. You are somebody with so much potential, okay? When I say potential, you have so much potential. And I feel like you are somebody that has been told this multiple times in your life. The only thing is, I feel as if there is somebody that's been in your life that has been holding you back from your potential for quite some time, okay? So I feel like you've always been different from other people. You definitely stand out, even if it's not anything to do with what you look like or what you wear. Your energy attracts people to you, okay? And it always has, ever since you were a child. Now, I am picking up also that whoever you are, you may have not had the best childhood. You may also be in a healing phase right now, okay, and you're just about to come out of it. So, you know, I kind of get this vibe off you where, you know, most things kind of don't really interest you, or most things and people kind of bore you. I'm also getting that this mentality that you have, you know, about people and about life and everything being so boring, right, is actually because you've been with someone that you've felt quite unsatisfied with, okay? I don't know how long you've been with that person, but it's like they were not able to... All I know is that they've left you with some kind of emotional pain or bitterness in your heart, right? Whether you're with them right now or, you know, you've already broken up with them. I do feel like this is someone that's created a lot of interference when it comes to your personal development, okay? But also a lot of interference when it comes to, yeah, like you really recognizing your potential in this lifetime, okay? Because you are coming up as somebody who actually inspires other people with whatever it is that you do. There may be something that you're really good at, okay? And it inspires other people. This could be something as simple as art, right? This could be like a skill that you have. It could be a talent that you have. Right? But yeah, I am getting that this collective are definitely going through some kind of situation with another person where you are not interested in them either. Okay, I feel like they kind of drained your energy and sort of made you really bored with life. You know, when you're around somebody that really drains the life out of you, you don't find pleasure in the little things in life anymore. It's like you need, you know, sometimes you can almost become addicted to drama and low vibrational energies when you're around, I don't want to say the wrong person, but around someone that's there as a teacher in your life, right? Everyone is a teacher. Some people are doorways to new beginnings. You know, some people are teachers in your life, and it's important to recognize the difference. Some people are going to be way showers, you know, towards new paths for you as well. And I just feel like there's been someone around you that you feel as if your life is moving in a different direction from them, okay? Now, like I'm saying, You may have actually been abandoned by somebody in your childhood, and I'm getting that this abandonment may have actually happened around your birthday, okay? You may have wounding around your birthday quite heavily. And I feel like this is something that is still healing, okay? I posted this song once on Instagram, it was a while back, but I posted it on my story, and it was actually saying, healing is not my purpose, right? And just by living and just by existing, we are healing, right? Some people, give up on living. Some people, don't make it all the way through their life in the way that they wanted to, their soul intended to. But just remember that, you are someone who is very, very strong, and you have this incredible magnetism and incredible light to you that is undeniable, right? People meet you and they will tell you this, okay? You may just say the most amazing things to people. You may dance, okay? You may be like really funny or entertaining, okay? Or something about you and your personality really stands out so much, right? But I am seeing that, it feels like you may have had emotionally absent parents. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. So emotionally absent that they didn't make you feel very special, even on your solar return, even on your birthday, okay? And that can be really, really hard for a child. That can have them, dealing with a lot of rejection and abandonment wounds at a really young age, especially comparing their birthday to other kids' birthdays and things like that. So I'm getting that there's something deep there that's healing within you right now, okay? So let's just say, for example, that something might have happened with, this person you've been involved with, whether it's a parent, a lover, like a friend or something like that, okay? It's like there's healing going on, okay, because of this person. So this person may have been kind of triggering you into some kind of really not so comfortable emotions, okay? Not so comfortable emotions, but, it's like I'm just getting, what is that song? I'm getting this song. This is it now, everybody get down. This is all I can take. This is our heart breaks. So this is it now, everybody get down. This is all I can take. This is how our heart breaks. Yeah, like what the fuck? I just feel like, I feel like you're kind of at this point where, you're sick and tired of somebody in your life. You're also sick and tired of them reminding you of some trauma from your childhood, okay? You are healing. Your inner child is healing. You are somebody who is, you may have, take what resonates, gang, because some of you may have been spending a lot of time like in bed, kind of isolating yourself from people or just taking a lot of rest. And then some of you really need that rest, right? Some of you really need to take it slow, take it easy. Right? But I'll tell you this. There's something going on in your life that is inevitable. And it feels like the departure of someone that you were once comfortable and familiar with. Okay? Now, I do see that over the next week, it's going to be important for you to, even moving forward in life, I feel like it's going to be important for you to actually stand up for yourself. Okay? You may have been dealing with someone that was quite mean to you or rude to you or kind of bullying you as well, like putting you down and insulting you. Okay, that is what I'm getting, right? Almost giving you a headache, causing drama, right? Somebody very fiery at times, really full on. But yeah, I am seeing, they really have like kind of tried to suck the freaking bloody life, the blood and the life out of you. And I feel like you're coming into this energy where you're starting to realize that putting yourself first is kind of like the only option forward here, okay? Now, like I'm saying, you have this amazing, beautiful light, okay? I'm also getting, you may like, I don't know why I just heard Pocahontas, okay? You may like Pocahontas. You may really like movies, right? You may love films, movies. You may be able to recite some films, movies, and things like that. Certain movies that you love very much. Okay, but making this, it's like you're going to be making a decision, or you're going to feel this like you're being pulled in two different directions, right? Either stay with this person and in this, karmic cycle with somebody, or literally break free, allow your heart to break. This is it now. Everybody get down. right? Literally get down. It may mean being down for a couple of days, but this is all I can take. This is how a heart breaks. Like, this is all you can take, okay? That's what I'm getting. It's like you can't take any more from this situation, from this person. But your life is on track for a different route, right? And, you know, it kind of might feel like you have things that you have to discover on your own, but I just feel like you deciding, you know, you're being encouraged to decide to choose yourself during this time. I really do feel that, to choose yourself and rely on yourself and see how much you can actually go and flow, relying on yourself and extending yourself for yourself, okay? Reflecting, improving yourself, accomplishing the things that you want to do, right? You are somebody that, you, like I'm saying, your energy has been so freaking heavily drained. You may not even feel like that zest for life. You may not even feel like you have much dopamine running in your brain, right? Just remember, it's all chemicals, right? It's all chemicals, and it's all in the gut as well. So this is a really good time for you to drink water. Okay, this is a really good time for you to, if you can do some kind of colonic cleansing or parasite cleansing, this would be a really good time to do it, okay? Because I do feel like you are being guided in a different direction, and it's kind of like you're going to be the leader of this new life, you know, of yours. But right now, you know, you're a bit vulnerable because you've been around somebody that saw your potential but did not like your potential, okay? The death card just flew on the floor, right? And they're doing a dance in that picture, which is really interesting. Look at that. And then I just pulled a code. So this is giving death magic. And this is what I'm saying, right? You may have been with someone that may have had an entity attached to them, right? That was actually draining the life force out of them. Even if they appeared like a very confident person, okay? Some people can be very confident, but you know, they can be struggling with their own internal battles. And I'm just getting that you've been dealing with someone that's been dealing with their own battles and kind of projecting their weakness onto you, projecting their limitations onto you, trying to get you to live up to their standard. And I don't know why, but it's like they've tried to get you to give up your universe. You know, when you are this beautiful light worker, when you are this golden soul, right? You are this beautiful person that has just so much potential, and you would be surprised. Like, some of you may know, but I really don't feel like you know the extent to which people actually look up to you. So there's something about you that really stands out, okay? I feel like this has to do with your personality. It could be very much so the way that you communicate in social settings or, you know, with people in general. But yeah, there's something about you that really stands out, and a lot of people really look up to, right? Like, people almost want to be like you, right? When you meet people or you work with people. But, you know, for some reason, you may feel like you're kind of camouflaging yourself in situations. So your ancestors really want you to recognize the good qualities about yourself, okay? And to try to focus on the positive qualities about yourself, especially over the next week, because you're going through a hardship when it comes to your heart, okay? You're going through grief when it comes to your heart. You know, you're realizing that this person has been trying to set you back for the longest motherfucking time, okay? Or just for a serious amount of time where you could have been doing other things. But look, everything happens for a reason, okay? Look at this, how these two cards came out. We've got Heyoka, Empath, and Emotions. Isn't that so funny, them together? Right? The Heyoka Empath can have all these different emotions too. They have all these different faces, you know, and that might be you, someone who's really funny, almost like a clown. This is what I'm getting. Really funny, really charismatic, right? But you're a deep feeler, and you can feel many different emotions. So, you know, you're being tested over the next week on how strong you can stand your ground. Okay, how much you can stay in your power when it comes to dealing with this person that has bullied you, has put you down, okay, has done things to hurt you and cause you emotional pain. And, you know, it might just be something like something about a birthday may be very significant, okay? Their birthday, your birthday, it could be very significant. But, you know, take what resonates, gang. Like me. I just don't think you quite understand like how awesome you are to other people. And if you could see yourself through the eyes of other people, oh my gosh, it's giving that song by Billie Eilish. I wish you could see dun, 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 the way you look to me. Dun, 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 dun. You would never say na na Mary, sana na na na. You carry, and I don't know what I'm crying for. I don't think I could love you more. It might not be long, but baby, I love you till the day that I die. Look, it's going to be a lucky person that you get to love and a lucky person that gets to love you. Right? You may be someone that's actually meant to be with an earth sign. That's what I'm getting. Right? Or you could start communicating with an earth sign or a fire sign. Okay? These signs can be significant. Yeah, look, we've got soulmate on the bottom too. You know, you even have like financial abundance connected to your divine soulmate, okay? That is what I'm getting. You know, and I feel like this soulmate is someone that's very playful, almost like a dolphin, like very like childlike, playful, intuitive. You know, you don't have to explain too much to them for them to understand. It's like telepathic as well. Yeah, someone that's very kind, someone that you feel like you belong with, okay? Someone that you feel safe and secure with, someone that you can leave a legacy here with, okay? Someone that makes you feel peace, someone that brings you your heart's desires effortlessly. You don't ever have to beg or ask for that stuff, right? That is the kind of person that you deserve. Even if what I've said earlier here has resonated more to do with your family, I'm just getting that you deserve people around you, and, you know, specifically a counterpart around you that makes you feel bliss, okay, like truly, and contentment and comfortable, you know, that makes you feel fulfilled without you having to ask for, you know, them to move, bitch, get out the way, right? Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Because I'm getting something about this person, like, you're trying to do something, or you get something off the ground, or you get something going, and they've come to squash it, right? They've come to squash it, and they freaking pumpkin squash or something like that. It's like it's something that's just gone, it's happened again and again and again, but you're realizing this now, okay? You're realizing at this time of this seeing this message. You're realizing the pattern here. You're realizing, you know, something is dysfunctional here. Something isn't working. Something is holding you back from being your true self. Something is holding you back from actually charging your energy field up. So get out in nature, okay? Charge your feet on the earth. And that's really, really the main thing that you have to do. You know, and put yourself first, even if this other person wants to call you selfish, okay? Even if they want to, you know, try to guilt trip you and all of that stuff. Sometimes when you're going through a healing phase, what you have to do is put that big wall up, is put those big boundaries up so that you can heal, okay? And you can come back to a situation or a person with boundaries ensured, okay, and in place. If you don't have boundaries up, it's easy for people to push you to your limit. It's easy for people to walk all over you, make you feel disrespected, make you feel fucking small when you're this fucking big, man. You're this freaking big, okay? Bigger than this room. Bigger than this room. And you are a very beautiful soul. You have so much potential, but it's like you just need some time. You just need some time to figure that out, okay? Manifestation of purpose and fearless movement is coming out here. So this is what's coming up for you in the future, okay? You will be fearless in what you want to manifest once you figure it out, okay? Once you charge your batteries up after having to deal with this heartbreak, this situation, I'm really sorry, you know, that you're having to go through this. But, you know, don't fight for your power in this situation. Don't fight for power in this situation. Know that you hold all the power in this situation over your life. People you can't control. Your life you can control. And when you realize that something in your life is making you unhappy, it's making you sad, it's making you depressed, it's making you gloomy, right? Motherfuckers devastating you every week. They doing something to put you down, make you feel less than, okay? That means it's time for you to show the universe that you've got a new vision, that you got a Neo vision game. Show the universe that you have a new vision and you want different for yourself. If you show the universe you want different for yourself, you will choose different for yourself, and then the universe will respond to that accordingly, okay? Sorry, this is coming across a bit intense. But, you know, I do feel like you are someone who also wants to give back to the world in massive ways, okay? But you can only do things one day at a time, one step at a time, right? You can only focus on, you know, what you can focus on. There's only so much you can do in a day. So I do feel like you're someone who's very helpful, very, very caring, very generous, and you care a lot about others. You know, you care about helping others and helping the world, and, you know, you may even be a little bit of a people pleaser. But, you know, I'm even going to go to the extent here where this person you've been dealing with has been obsessed with you, right? This person that you're moving on from. This is at the crossroads you're at, okay? But we've got personal power in action and the spiritual warrior coming out, okay? You're being guided to really, no matter how crazy someone's obsession is with you, no matter how much they want to own you, dominate you, any of that, control you, you're being called to call all your power back to you. You may be drawn to certain crystals like ruby, garnet, sodalite, okay, tiger's eye. These crystals will really help you during this time to stay grounded and to help you take this fearless movement forward into this new life. So let me see that kind of like where you're guided. You're being guided toward a new soulmate, first of all, but you're also being guided to set firm boundaries. Look at that. Button up, pull up your pants, pull up your socks. It's time to set boundaries in this situation, okay? And there's the people please right there, gang. I can't make this shit up. So, you know, recognize dysfunction. You know, it doesn't mean anything is wrong with you, but it just, you know, if someone is being dysfunctional around you, it may just be that you've grown up around dysfunction and it's like a karmic pattern, okay? But you are being guided out of this situation. This message is a part of that. Okay, you will be enlightened to the truth. If you seek the truth, seek and you shall find. If you seek the truth, it will find you. You know what I mean? If you want to understand more about how you ended up in this kind of situation, it will come to you. Okay, you've also got an amazing new opportunity coming towards you very soon. This may not happen over the next week for some of you, but I'm seeing a really awesome new opportunity coming in. This is a wish fulfillment. This is a wish granted, as well as your soulmate coming in. Okay? Like someone that's meant to love you properly, but you have to sit through this healing phase to the best of your ability, right? And take care of yourself to the best of your ability. I love you so much. Let me know if this resonated. I'll see you in the next one. Peace to the Cosmic Tribe.